A one, a two, a skiddly diddly do. You're the one who wanted to do a musical number, dude. You got to break it out.
I didn't know how to follow up with it. I was lost at the gate. You know what's funny? I'm kind of just like looking off into the stratosphere or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
You normally are. You're literally always looking at yourself in the screen.
Cause
you'll be explaining
how am I supposed to know? How am I
like
supposed to know your facial movements and stuff if I'm staring at the camera?
I just look at you and then I look at the camera. And then, like, if you need to check, you can go ahead and look at the camera. But now you're making it awkward. You're like, making it very uncomfortable when you full frontal at me. I don't like it. I don't like it. What about
Welcome back, everybody. This is Zach.
How many episodes have we done and he still doesn't know how to do the intro?
Because I don't do the intro.
I know, but you've heard it so many times.
Welcome back, everyone. This is the Things and Stuff podcast. I am one of your hosts, two hosts in total. I'm Zach. There's a reason why he does the intro.
I'm Dom. It's not the worst thing I've heard.
I'm
Dom. We talk about things and stuff. It's a good episode. It's a little bit strange. You know what else is strange? Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah. This is the official. I don't know. Do you know how to do the song?
No, that's the Flash. It's got some synthesizer. We got something for you.
I know.
It's Alani.
I need to caffeinate before I can think shit.
I need to caffeinate so we can make people laugh after they've ate. There you go. Why do you always splooge?
Because I hold it like this.
Cosmic Stardust. Alani. Alani for me, Alani for you, Alani for every dude in your life.
Alani to do.
Because I'm a dude. He's a dude. She's a dude. We're all dudes.
We're all just dudes.
Alani knew for you, dude. What are you doing?
Getting in the zone.
Getting in the zone.
All right, everyone.
Frame.
We're starting it off hot.
Hot take.
Hot
take. Stranger Things season 4 was a 6 out of 10 until the last episode.
I liked the entire season.
I
thought
it was.
I thought everything.
Wackadoo.
Everything. Okay, so why are you giving it a 6 out of 10 for the first? What is it? 7 episodes? First 6 episodes?
First 6 episodes, because I felt that the way they were doing it, it was like they were Let's start this off with a spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Stranger Things season 4, go watch it. Come back to us. We'll wait. You good? Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Stranger Things season 4, I felt that the first 6 episodes, it seemed like they were straying away from the original plot line. Like the way they were introducing Vecna and what he was doing didn't have anything to do with the Upside Down or the Mind Flayer, which was the big bad, which was the whole reason for all of this Jamoki. That's what I felt until it came full circle.
Okay, that's what I was about
full
to say.
frontal, and that's it. It was unbelievable for me because
you were like, oh, they're just introducing another bad guy and they're trying to like shoehorn in a fucking something new.
The way it
even
seemed
though they
was
had like a giant fucking tentacle upside down monster,
a telekinetic tentacle monster. I mean, honestly,
it's too many T's.
Alliteration is the way of life.
But yeah,
but it was funny.
Telekinetic tentacle. That's a lot of T's.
Telekinetic tentacle monster.
terrifying telekinetic.
Look, man, if you get tongue-tied, it's okay. If you can't spit blazing hot rap verses. Oh, God. That was my watch.
I was like, hello?
That was weird. It was a strange...
Spoiler alert for everyone who hasn't seen season 3. If you haven't seen season 3, what are you doing? Go figure your life out.
I mean, season 4 came out. That should have been your...
That was your
cue, your Radam cue to watch it. But it was a strange feeling. No pun intended.
It was a stranger thing.
Because my girlfriend and I, shout out Steve, binged the entire thing in one day. It was great.
Like a week and a half.
It was so cool. But as it was a phenomenon, because as they were starting to figure it out in the 7th episode, I was piecing it together like seconds before they brought it up on the show. So I was freaking out because I was putting it together thinking I'm a genius, and then they said it on the show, cementing what I was saying, and it was absolute flagundo.
The part that with one?
With
which parts are we talking about?
It started when I figured out that the portals to the Upside Down were where Vecna killed everybody.
Well, you saw that. You didn't have to figure that out, though.
Why you gotta?
Well, I'm not.
Why
No,
you gotta
I'm
Jack
not. Look, man, this is just
a
look. Like, ooh. I'm just saying because it shows.
Which one is mine? Sorry, we both have the same Alani for our
That
Spotify.
doesn't usually happen.
No, it doesn't. For our Spotify listeners, and we just didn't want to get them. You know what I didn't do? The obligatory crud wipe.
That's because we did it off camera.
Ding!
Yeah. My only counterpoint to that is like in the first episode or the second episode when the bitch dies, when Chrissy dies. Spoiler alert. When Chrissy dies. Yeah, don't listen to this if you fucking.
We already put the spoiler alert out.
Yeah.
If you're here,
sorry,
and you
I'm just reiterating.
Fair enough.
When Chrissy dies, you see that the crack forms on the ceiling, like in that next episode. And
so
you literally see that something is happening there.
So
I'm just saying.
That doesn't mean that it's in the Upside Down.
So my question is, where the one white pasty kid died in like the middle of the road, is there just gonna be a portal there?
That's what I thought. Like, that's kind of random, but I guess there is. But it was easier to get to Eddie's trailer than it was to find a random spot in the middle of the road.
No, yeah, absolutely. But now there's just a random portal to the.
Also, shout outs to the CGI runners on them.
So good.
Those death scenes were brutal.
Yeah.
Brutal.
In the best way possible.
I mean,
so good.
The jaw snapping. I wonder why he killed them in that specific way. Because everybody died the exact same way. Broke the arm, broke the leg, snapped the jaw, eyes imploded.
Well, that's how he killed everybody at the fucking place too.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
All the other kids.
Oh, and homegirl. Love you to death, Tatiana.
Oh man.
I hate when people. I'm not saying you're doing this, but I'm saying she did it. I hate when people try to make themselves seem like they know something. They knew something before they knew something.
Oh.
Because when one came out and was like, I'm the guy.
She's like, oh, I knew that.
Yeah. She's like,
but she didn't say it.
She didn't say anything.
Okay,
at the time.
I will say, Kelly did say that. Like halfway through that episode where they're doing everything, she's like, she looked at me and she goes, Zach, number one's Vecna. And I was like,
no, she didn't even say that.
No, but she said that.
That's impressive.
Kelly called it.
All right, Kelly.
Kelly called that one.
But
she said it out loud as we were watching.
She said that she's like, oh, I knew that Vecna was one and one was the kid from the family because they didn't say that he died. It's like, no, you didn't.
They said he fell into a coma.
Yeah, they said he fell into a coma and then he died. And then she said because they didn't do anything else following up with that, she knew that he was Vecna. It's like, no, you didn't, bro.
No, I don't see that.
No, you didn't.
I don't see that one. I didn't see
Sorry
that
for
one.
Spotify listeners, and my voice gets very high pitched when I get passionate.
So like I can see someone saying, "Oh, well, I thought that one was Vecna." That's an easy. Once you start getting through that last episode, that's when you're like, "Oh, I got it."
And that's what I mean when I
But-
started piecing things together, like seconds before they actually showed it.
The only way,
Because I'm not to toot my own horn, I'm pretty good at predicting plot lines. I didn't predict this. I didn't see them coming until that last episode. Like I knew that there was something up with one when what am I trying to say here? I knew that when he was just like the steward, when he was just helping Eleven, that he was somebody with powers. I could see that. I saw that coming, not a mile away, but I could tell just the way that he was trying to corral her. Not caress, corral.
I didn't catch that one. I didn't
Definitely didn't see it coming that he was one though.
No,
that shit was wild.
I didn't see that. The only it just happened so quickly because he was like, "Oh, I have the soteria in my neck or whatever."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, it's just a tracker because he's a prisoner too. They don't want, he doesn't want the people leaving.
I thought that too.
He doesn't want the people leaving and stuff. So that could be whatever, but like everything happened so quickly that you couldn't really say that. Oh, I pieced it together because the things literally happen from one scene to the next scene, and you get all of the information dump in
Episode 7.
Episode 7.
And that was another gripe that I had with it. I felt like Eleven's backstory or I guess one's backstory, just took too long to piece together. And I'm not saying that it's bad now after the fact, but as I was watching it, I felt like, how many times do I have to see her go into this tank, relive a memory? I get the whole thing that she had to figure it out herself because she blocked out her own memories or whatever.
Well,
But
they were just trying to make her remember.
I felt like it was fluffed a bit.
Because
Like
at
they
that
dragged it
point,
out.
you realize that essentially Vecna is the original monster in the Upside Down.
What?
Vecna, the L created the Upside Down. L literally pushed him into oblivion.
Yeah.
She disintegrated him into the Upside Down. She is the first contact with the Upside Down. She literally made the Upside Down.
Okay,
and
but did she make the Upside Down, or was she the reason that we were able to open the first portal to it? Because from what it looked like, she pushed him into that dimension that was already there. And what I was going to follow up with
So are we
is,
saying that is the Mind Flayer above or below Vecna?
that's what I was going to ask. Because in the show, they describe it that Vecna is the general of the Mind Flayer. So I was going to ask did Vecna get corrupted by the Mind, not corrupted because he was already fucking whacked out, but is he in cahoots with the Mind Flayer after he gets in there because he goes all tentacly?
So the Mind Flayer was very he didn't care who he killed
Right.
or infected.
And from what we've seen still, and from what they've said in the show, the Mind Flayer is still top tier. The Mind Flayer is still bad boss in the Upside Down.
I don't think so.
From what I've recalled.
No,
Because they even say-
they do say it, but I just don't think so because
So you think Vecna is in charge of the Mind Flayer?
so we're saying L beat Mind Flayer, right? 11 beat Mind Flayer.
Just not in the Upside Down, though.
Yeah, 11 beat Mind Flayer. So are we saying that 11 is always stronger than 1?
It seems that way. Because she beat him when he was at full power and she was just a kid. And then I see where you're going. Does that mean one is stronger or not stronger than the Mind Flayer?
Yeah.
What I'm saying,
really,
are they gelling? Are they cahooting?
Well, because then I just don't think there's enough. We need more. What they need to do.
Well, it's coming out next month.
What they need to do is really. They're not going to do it, I don't think, but they just need to spend like an entire episode in just the Upside Down, without leaving the Upside Down, and really like flesh out the rules and regulations.
So here's, I agree. Here's a question: is where the teenagers, or I guess the adults, also, I'm over Winona Ryder.
You don't like Winona Ryder?
She was just way overplayed in season 4, and
Also,
I felt like I just feel like she never really actually contributed. She's just there along the way. Like, she brought the money for the fucking the ransom, and she figured out that it was Hopper that sent her the thing. But Hopper is another beast entirely.
Yeah.
Hopper's the main.
So, well, let's.
Who do you think is? Okay,
So
sorry.
I was
I'll
gonna
put
say,
a pin in it.
let's split off the new category. What is your favorite new character in season 4?
New character?
Because which characters do you like and which characters don't you like? So
I don't care for Will or Mike.
No, new characters. Will and Mike are returning.
Well,
characters.
you said new, and then you said who was your favorite character?
No,
Who are your favorite
new
characters?
characters? Like I'm talking Argyle. I'm talking Enzo.
I like Eddie a lot.
Oh, I love Eddie.
Eddie's
so
the
good. I
best.
love. Do you know who I really like? Ari. The fucking plane, the smuggler, the Russian smuggler.
Oh,
his,
yeah.
His manic, his manic energy. The peanut butter. Like,
Yeah.
The fucking. It's so good.
Yep, he was very good. I like Eddie and Artie.
Eddie and Ari is good. I like.
Whoa! What just happened?
I got
to you?
chills. Sorry.
Uh-oh, Vecna.
Yeah.
What song should I play for you?
What song would you play?
I don't know. I saw a post on this earlier. Or I think I reposted it on Facebook. It was like it showed the scene with Sam. Is her name?
Who?
The redhead?
Robin?
No, the kid.
Max?
Max. It was a 3-letter name with A in the middle. I was close.
She's probably one of my least favorite characters.
I 100% agree.
She's just.
But it showed the scene where she was getting lifted up, and they put the headphones on her, and in the bottom right it showed the Homesick album from A Day to Remember, and then it showed him bringing her down, and I was like, man, if somebody put that shit on when I was in the Upside Down, I feel like I have to fight Vecna.
Yeah. That's,
Tooth and nail, catching palms to the face. Imagine
There's a
if
lot-
you're
there's a
getting
lot of-
lifted up and you're running through there, and they play Heartless.
yeah. There's a lot of songs that you could put on. I just think. I mean, I don't know if they're going to play with it, but I think there's a lot of like. Because songs have different powers to them.
Yeah, and
There's different melodies.
They
It's like the
really
fucking hunting
invested.
horn.
Yeah,
It's like
they
the hunting
really
horn.
invested heavily into it because that goes so far back as to like the Middle Ages. Like, why do you have war drums to pump up your army? You know,
It's the vibrations. I think it's the vibrations, or it's like the waves.
Well, that's what music is. It's all
I know
vibrations.
it is, but that's what I'm saying. It's the waves, and then the waves
Feel the
hit you.
vibrations.
You know, it's like how I just had a mini seizure with the chills like 2 seconds ago.
Yeah.
I do not care. I fucking hate the fucking white dude that's trying to rally up the town.
Yeah,
hate
I don't
him.
like him.
He
don't like him.
needs to, but like, what is he, fucking Captain America, Captain
Yeah,
Hawkins?
but
like
you have to Captain.
Captain Hawkins.
You have to have that character.
What am I, Mr. Basketball over here?
You have to have. I mean, I'll give it to him though. He is one hell of a leader. He can rally the hell out
He's
of a crowd.
charismatic. He's very charismatic.
His charisma score is 100.
Yeah, he's very charismatic.
He can rally the hell out of a crowd.
I don't like I don't like his storyline, and in the last episode they didn't even touch on it. They were just gone in the entire seventh episode.
They were pretty much.
I mean, he's talking about freaking killing all the members of, or beating up all the members of the Hellfire Club.
Yeah, that was pretty wacky.
Yeah.
But like at that point, they're completely irrelevant when they're figuring out all the things. Like when they went into the Upside Down.
Yeah.
Shout outs to Steve. When did he become such a He-Man?
Yeah, Steve.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah, Steve fucking went to town. And I think Eddie saw that and he was like, oh my god.
Yeah, I saw Eddie. He was like, dang, Steve. Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
Shouts out to him. He really, like, he's always stepped up, and I've always loved his character, except for the first season and until he came around.
No,
because he was a
Eddie
villain,
and Enzo. I like Enzo a lot.
Which one is Enzo?
Enzo is faceless man from Game of Thrones. The Russian.
Yeah.
I like him a lot.
I like
Jack
him
and
a lot,
Hagar. Yeah, I like him. I hope he stays through it a little bit more. I hope Eddie doesn't die. I really like Eddie.
I really like Eddie too.
really like Eddie. I just like his whole I like his addition to the group.
Mm-hmm.
Will
I don't care for Robin. I really don't.
She's a comedic relief. She's the female.
I didn't find the comedy in her. I felt she was more annoying than funny. But I get it. I get her purpose.
Her purpose is to bring Nancy and Steve back together.
Yeah.
That is her purpose.
Like I felt like she shifted. I liked her more in season 3 where she was more like sassy, snarky, comedic relief, and now she's just like I'm over speaking, I'm saying too much because I'm nervous or whatever, and I'm talking blah, blah, blah.
Another thing, I mean, I know I said this to Kelly and I was like Robin's whole plot line with being the whole lesbian and trying to get that chick in band or whatever.
Yeah.
It never turns into anything.
Nope.
And you're just like
useless content.
And I said that and she's like, no, it's not. It's to set up the fact that Steve and Robin's relationship is completely platonic. There's no feelings between them, because if Robin wasn't a lesbian, Steve and her would have gotten together 100% in season 3.
Fair enough.
That's the only, because she said that. I was like, oh, you're probably right. They wasted. I mean, each one of these episodes is like an hour and 20 minutes. It's fucking
15
great.
is insane.
It's amazing.
While I agree with her point, and that's a very good point to bring up, I feel that it was excess, because if they were going to get together, it would have happened in season 3, where she straight up said, I wasn't mad that homegirl was talking to you for you. I was mad the homegirl was talking to you because I wanted to talk to her. And it's like, I feel like that already cemented the fact that if they were going to get together, they would have already done it. You know?
Yeah, I just
like beating a dead horse.
because she brought up a good point. I was like, oh, it's valid enough.
That is a very valid point.
Because it's like you're refreshing the conversation around it. The whole thing with, I thought Papa died.
Who?
Papa.
Who's Papa?
11 Papa.
I mean, I thought
he died.
They explicitly showed that he died, and then he just gets out of a car.
Does he have clones?
Maybe. Why doesn't he have powers?
My one question I really have is why are there? They're literally different factions of the U.S. government. Fucking, like, the military literally just went after them.
Yeah.
Because they want them to fight against the Russians, I guess. I guess that's the plot line.
Either that, or they think they are in cahoots with the Russians. I feel like that was brought up with the general.
Yeah. Maybe. But I don't...
Because 11 is the only gateway to the Upside Down, and they know the military knows that.
I think there's going to be... This is my prediction. So
Predict it.
We're
write it down. Write it in ink.
My prediction
Frame it, print it on the wall.
Because they're still in the Upside Down, the underneath. They're still in
the underneath.
That's not bad.
It's not.
The Upside Down. And
are they still in the Upside Down?
Yeah.
No, they came out because Dustin found them.
Not all of them.
Who isn't?
Nancy.
Oh yeah, what was up with that?
Nancy she got like
She got yeeted.
Yeah, she got like shoehorned into fucking the pool.
Where Barb died.
Yeah.
But didn't she come out?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You might be right.
I think
it's
it
foggy.
It closed on that.
It's foggy for
that's
me.
That's where it closed. That was the penultimate ending.
Yeah, that was a cliffhanger, wasn't it?
Yeah. Nancy's not gonna die. She has too much.
Where
plot.
Barb died.
Yeah. Nancy won't die because she has too much plot armor, and if
She has so much
she
plot armor.
she has too much unresolved storyline for her to die right now. Like if she
Agreed.
died now, the stuff with what's his face in Vegas. What's Will's brother's name?
Jonathan.
John. Yeah. Nothing gets resolved with John, and then nothing gets resolved with Steve.
I didn't like them anyway.
Who? John and
John and Nancy.
no, I don't think John has a weird face. I'm gonna
He
be
is
real.
weird. He's
got
a
a
weird
weird-
looking
he's got
dude.
a weird-
He looks like a sand shrew.
Yeah, yeah. When you put it like that, yeah. Yeah. So I don't. My prediction is they're all gonna get out. So Nancy's the last one that needs to get out.
Because who else is still in there? Steve.
So yeah, Steve was waiting.
Because we didn't see if Steve got through.
No,
I thought Steve was gonna get yoked.
no. Nancy's the vulnerable one.
Right, but I thought it was gonna be that whole heroic thing of he sends her through, and as he's about to come through, he gets yoked.
Well, but now he's stuck. Now he's
Is he stuck though? Because we didn't
He
see,
can,
right?
He can leave, but now he's stuck in pretty much saying, well, I can leave her here, but she's here, but she's also somewhere else.
Right. And how is he gonna find her?
Would it be safer to just take her body and go through it? So that
What?
like Steve grabs her body, goes through the portal, so they're back in the real world, and then in the real world they try and just get her out
So
of the
you
trance.
think that? Oh, you're right. Sorry. It's all coming back to me now. I thought that she got yoked, like herself, but I remember that
no,
she was having the,
she's having an
the
out
Vecna
of
seizure.
she's vecnaing. She's been vecnaing.
I don't know why I have to do this.
I
I'm
assume.
shimmying for the podcast listeners or the Spotify listeners. So I have a question. Who do you think is 1, season 4 MVP and 2, series MVP?
Dustin.
All day.
Dustin.
if it wasn't for Dustin,
Bro,
none of this would have gotten
I
solved.
I just love how much Dustin just dog shits Steve the entire
Their
time.
relationship is beautiful.
It is.
It
It's
really
the best
is.
thing. It's the best.
But my
fucking-
man Dustin basically
Dustin is,
solves everything.
Yeah,
And
Dustin's-
without him and his connection to his girlfriend,
Lucas is whatever.
Lucas,
He's cool. Will and
yeah,
Mike are annoying.
I don't care for them at all. They can take.
They
the
have
ball.
like this weird tension between them. I'm pretty sure they're both gay.
Yeah, it's either.
I think Will's gay.
I think so too. I
Will's
think
gay.
that's gonna come out. No pun intended. There's a lot of tension there, and it's just a little bit weird. And Mike and Eleven's relationship is strained, to say the least. Like it's played out already.
Well, it's gonna get fixed. I guess. I assume. I don't know. I can't say a series 4 season 4 MVP for the main fact that it hasn't ended yet. But
True.
the current reigning champion is Dustin.
100%. Dustin.
He's one of the best characters. He's so well written. He's so well played. The casting for Dustin
Yeah.
is amazing.
Yeah, he is. He really like he assists in like I'd say a strong 60% of comedic relief,
Yeah.
and then his back must hurt so much because he carries the hell out of that group. Honestly, like he does most of the work. Like I said, if it wasn't for him and figuring things out, and then him and his relationship with his girlfriend, who shot like the signals or whatever. I forget what she did. I need
She's
a
a hacker.
recast. The hacker. She was hacking.
Yeah.
And then, if it wasn't for him, they would have been dump trucked so long ago.
Yeah, I just don't know what's actually going to happen with, Mike and Will and John Argyle. Argyle's whatever for me. He's just a stoner. I think he's funny.
Yeah,
But
he's funny.
He's funny. It's cool.
A good addition.
I think another low-key MVP is Murray.
Oh, bro, 100%.
Bro.
I loved him.
Bro, he was so good.
I was full on there was only two ways he could have went. Either he was when he kept saying how he was a black belt, it's either like he's gonna be like, "What the?" and get dumped,
Yeah.
or what
Bro.
he did and slapped
just-
everybody.
I
It was
just-
amazing.
I just love that he came to the realization himself where he's like, well, I did beat this one kid. He's 13 or something. He's really good.
he was really good.
You know?
And then he just
And then
proceeds to go on.
all of a sudden he takes over fucking the gulag in Russia. You know that's actually a real camp?
Yeah.
Yeah, that camp is based on a real place. Kelly didn't know that. I was like, yeah, this is all real shit.
War prisoner, right?
Yeah.
Bro, can you imagine? It's my biggest fear, and unfortunately, it happened to me in Weekend Warrior.
Stubbing your toe.
Honestly, that's up there in my top 3. But my biggest fear is you get into, this is pertaining to the prison scene where they're fighting the Demogorgon.
Mm-hmm.
You get into the big battle scene, everybody's hyped up, they're ready to go, and right out the gate, you get your head snatched.
Just
It's
you
gotta
call
be,
that
it's-
getting yoked.
It's got to be the worst. And I say that it happened to me in Weekend Warrior. I'm pretty sure we talked about it before, but the first battle in Weekend Warrior, we marched up and I got a spear to the face. Now, granted,
I got shot in the eye eventually.
we're not supposed to go for headshots in Weekend Warrior.
you're flailing.
But I got a spear to the face, and it was not fun.
Yeah, really, really good stuff.
Yeah, after episode 7, it shot up from a 6 to a 10 for me. 10 out of 10.
For me, the whole series was easily a solid. The first episodes were a solid 9, and then the last episode was just a home run.
I was
And
just
then-
upset that it felt like they were just.
What about the
bookshelfing.
Demogorgon fight scene in the prison?
Yeah, bro, I literally just brought that up.
Oh, did you?
Because the first thing the Demogorgon does is jump over like 4 people and latch onto this guy's face. Yeah,
One of these
they're
things.
they're a lot stronger than I remembered. I guess I just remember 11 kicking its ass because boy, that Demogorgon was wrecking.
Yeah, I mean it's massive. They
Wrecking.
said it's about 9 feet tall.
Yeah,
9 feet tall, and it's got fucking a razor flower face. I don't know
Yeah.
how else to.
it is.
I don't know how to describe the
Skunked.
face. Yeah,
That's pretty much it.
razor
flower.
razor flower.
Yeah, and then it just chomps.
Yeah.
It's agile as hell. If it's coming after you
literally just-
and you don't have fire or telekinetic powers, you're done.
So that's my big
Or an
thing.
elephant gun. I feel like an
That's-
elephant gun might do it.
Yeah, elephant gun. There's very few things that survive.
Shout out
the
Tremors.
elephant. Yeah, the elephant gun is an amazing piece of
Oh,
weaponry.
bro, I didn't tell you. So for everybody who cares and for everybody that doesn't care, which is everybody,
Oh.
forgot about that too. We're moving on. We're doing things. We're sidelining the timeline. This
A
is
word from our sponsors over at Displate.
So this is the final new addition to the displays. This isn't new. I've had this for a while, but this is one of my top 3 displays. It's probably top 2. It's one of my favorites for sure. This is from Call of Duty Zombies across all platforms and all games. It is the Wonder Fizz drinks. You have your Juggernog, you have your Speed Cola, you have your Quick Revive, and you have your Double Tap.
Yeah,
And
it's really good. I
The
saw it.
OG4.
I just sort of like out of the corner of my eye saw it. That's what I thought you were going to talk about, but it's really cool. Displate doesn't sponsor us, but one day
Display
they
doesn't
will.
sponsor us, and it's okay because I like them so much anyway, then
This
I'm willing
is free
to.
marketing
I'm willing to talk about them to you guys. And
all the time, anytime.
if you go to display.com and use the promo code,
777-247. It probably won't work.
it won't work. But you can go on Honey.
Yeah, Honey will
and,
do something.
and find a discount code for you. They run discount codes all the time anyway.
Honey runs discount codes on everything. That's what Honey does.
And everything.
If you don't use Honey, you should just it's a website plugin.
What you doing,
Yeah.
honey?
use the Honey. And, bears bears like honey. You know what I'm saying?
Bears like honey. They
Yeah.
do. Pooh Bear.
What were you saying though? You said you had something else.
For those who care, and for most of you that don't, because I know most of you don't, I got a new car.
Oh yeah.
It's lovely.
It
It's
is nice.
wonderful. It's a
It is
Mazda
nice.
CX-9 Carbon Edition.
Yeah.
And
it's really nice.
I named it Matilda.
Matilda.
And I'm going to put this on Instagram, and I want to see if anybody can guess it. Can you guess where the name... I'm pretty sure... I
already know.
I'll be disappointed if you don't, but I know that you
it's-
know. It's not from the movie Matilda.
Why would it be? There's only one game that names weapons like that. Look,
A lot of people don't know.
a lot of people don't know, but look,
I want to see who
Look,
the true gamers are.
Chicago typewriter. These are your hints, right? Chicago typewriter, Broken Butterfly, Red 9, Matilda. I know there's another one. I know there's I think there's another one for it was like a hand cannon. But we didn't use that one.
No. Because you had to do some stuff.
They had to do some dumb stuff. But those are
Those are your hints.
those are your hints.
Those are your hints. Let us know down in the comments if you know what it's from.
Yeah.
It's actually not from that specific game. I mean, I took it from that specific game, but the lore on that name goes deeper than that game.
It's from
Like
it's
the
before
lore
it.
in that game
It's
is
from
an
before that
Easter egg to the lore
Well-
from this game.
Well, now we can't talk about it because it'll give it away. But the remake,
Bro, the remake looks
So
unbelievable.
so good.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait. I cannot wait. It looks so good.
Yeah. Oh, now we're just like yanking them without
Yanking
talking
their
about.
chains.
Well, there's a remake coming out on the horizon, and we're gonna do a live stream playthrough of it.
Oh hell
It's
yeah.
gonna be great.
Oh hell yeah.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be amazing.
It's
twitch.tv/things and stuff pod.
yeah.
That's
There's-
actually an actual Twitch channel.
There's nothing
We
there
actually
yet.
have it. I streamed once, and we were
We
playing
should
Heroes of the Storm.
We should just stream on it whenever we're playing.
We should.
Just have it up.
We should. I will. I will continue from here on out. Anytime we're playing together, I will
Yeah.
throw it up.
Because
on
sometimes
Things
when
and
we're
Stuff
gaming,
pod.
that's when some funny
That's
some
where this
funny-
whole
yeah
podcast
idea came from.
because we're just having a
I
good
think
time.
we need to
We're
get
goofing.
back. I think we need to bring back the Sea of Thieves, and really get
Definitely.
some.
Get some
That's
whack-tastic
some
going on.
quality whackerisms in there. But the problem with Sea of Thieves is because it always the PvP is tough.
And I'll take full blame for it every time. I'm the problem. I'm really bad at the PvP in Sea of Thieves. Sometimes I get some choice cannon shots. So we've talked about it before. TLDR, you're on a pirate ship. You can have a small, medium, or large one. We always do the small one because it's a 2-person. It can be ran by a 2-person. And you can fight other players online. They shoot cannonballs at you. You fight giant sea
Pirates.
monsters. And it's tough. And some of these people are just very good at the game, and I am not.
Yeah, there's
Zach is very good. He can hold his own by himself.
I'm decent. I mean,
He's
'cause I've
the
played a lot
carry
more.
in that game for sure. He's the carry.
Not that good. I just drive the boat.
You drive the boat.
I manage the boat. I
Yeah.
manage the boat, and then he's launches
driving-
himself off to go get into shenanigans.
Yeah, I do get into shenanigans, but you can launch yourself out of said cannon.
Shoot yourself out of the cannon, man.
And
Have you
you
ever shot
can-
yourself out of a cannon? It's fun.
Take a video of it, post it down in the comments.
Yeah.
We
Please.
will laugh at it.
Yeah. So I think another good topic. I think we were gonna talk about it the other day, is all these fucking shootings that are happening, dude. It's like multiple times a week. I think it be good to at least talk about it, and for anybody that's because we were actually not us directly, but the Stoneman Douglas shooting that happened in Florida, whatever, how many years back.
R.I.P. Mr. Hickson.
That's where I was getting at is we went to school with one of the teachers that he transferred over to that school.
Yeah, he did.
And if he never would have transferred from South Broward to Stoneman Douglas, he'd probably still be here today. But that's
right.
neither here
or
nor there.
he also, if that didn't happen, more people could have.
Didn't he do something?
He I'm pretty sure he died saving somebody, like saving one of the kids.
Good on you, Hickson.
I always knew he would do it. I got goosebumps.
Yeah. It's one of those things. So I actually have a theory on it, and
Things and theories.
Things and
coming
theories.
back.
This is one of those weird ones because it's straight up negative talking about the government.
Yeah.
And it's one of those where we have the
If
the
you
free
don't
speech.
if you don't get a 20th episode, you know why.
Yeah, we got yoked.
We got yoked.
We got yoked.
We got yoked.
Yeah. So this is my grand conspiracy. Every other developed country in the world does not have the right to bear arms. The citizens do not have the right to bear arms. It is ingrained in the U.S. Constitution. It is one of our rights. We have the right to bear arms, and that includes shit like RPGs and assault rifles. If you can afford the permitting and stuff and buy an assault rifle or RPG, you can fucking own one in the United States.
Who the fuck is out there buying RPGs?
People.
I know, but like, why?
People
Pourquoi?
that. So this is the thing, and I get into it with Kelly every so often. She's like, "Oh, why are people able to buy these guns?" And I said, "Look, the being able to buy the guns is not the problem. It's the fact that anybody can go through the process very quickly and purchase the gun without issue.
Yeah.
Very little screening, very little maintenance. The only real way around it is you need to permit the actual fuck out of the gun. In a sense that you need to be you need to go through, I'd say, a 2 times a year you'd have to go through like some sort of like training and safety seminar on the guns. Twice a year you have to go through a safety seminar, and then every single month you have to pay an exorbitant amount of money to own the gun. But I told Kelly, I was like, look, you don't want to live in the United States where the population, do you know how hard it would be for another country to invade the United States? Every single house in the United States carries.
A lot of them.
A
lot of them.
Like very like you even go to a for instance, your parents. Your mom has a gun. She doesn't love it, but your mom, if your mom is in the situation where she needs to use that gun, she knows how to use it, and she will use it. If she's threatened.
Bling blang.
Exactly. It's where women are strapped. Whether it's whatever. But I told her you don't want to live in that world, because if you live in that world, the government can do whatever they want. It can be, and then they're like, oh, well, Europe doesn't have shootings and stuff like that. And I was like, yeah, but I think the shootings are only happening as propaganda by the government to get the people to try and take away their gun rights. Because the government can't. It would be way too difficult for the government to take away the gun rights without the people wanting it. So they need enough people to support the idea that the guns are the problem, so that they get the guns, the people vote to get the guns taken away.
And that's
dangerous.
That's dangerous.
Because you are literally voting one of your rights away. And that's like another thing is like, it's also bad, like the abortion stuff and all that stuff. That is one where we are not getting the choice.
Correct.
Where
we have no choice.
We are not getting any sort of choice in that, and that's a problem. But the gun one, but that's the conspiracy theory.
Yeah, to wrap it all up, the conspiracy is that the mass shootings are somehow
Propaganda.
government propaganda to make the general populace more against guns. But then to add on to that, I feel that it's not even just about the guns for the propaganda. It's just to cause more discourse. I feel like nothing in the government in these past 8 years, going past Trump, nothing has been done for I don't want to say community sake, but community sake. Like,
well,
everything seems to be either one side and one side. Nothing seems to be trying to draw us together for cohesion.
Can I blow your mind real
I think
quick?
they're just throwing things in for discourse. Go
So
ahead.
what is the police motto?
Serve and protect.
Did you know that police? I watched a video. There's a wonderful YouTube channel that I watched, by the way.
Shout out.
It's called Legal Eagle. It's
That's great.
It's great. It's this lawyer, and he will he'll explain the layman's terms without all the jargon.
Nice.
Um,
nice word, dude.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure jargon is actually a law term as
Yeah, it
well.
is.
Without all the jargon, because we don't need these policy stuff. And he'll explain the stuff. So it'll be like he went through the whole Amber Heard, Johnny Depp thing, and he's like, what actually happened? Why did Amber Heard lose? Like, he'll briefly go over it. Or he'll do, did you ever watch Sunny in Philadelphia?
Yeah.
There's a trial in it. We call it the Bird trial or whatever, with the Bird law or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he goes through it. Like, he'll do like shows and stuff, but then he'll also do stuff like the Uvalde shooting. And turns out that the police have no obligation to protect a singular civilian, because it is not so this is where the area gets fuzzy. It is not a public facility, even though a public school, kids are mandated by the government to go to school. Mm-hmm. And it's a public school, so it's subsidized by the government. But it is not a government-run facility. It's so much gray area. Like, the video is fantastic. He explains it. And there's been multiple other cases in the past where, things like this have happened. And unless... So the best way I can explain it, a car chase is happening. The police are currently chasing a car. Mm-hmm. The car stops in the middle of the highway, stops traffic. Cops are there and everything. The guy starts to open fire on all of the people around it. Mm-hmm. It is then the cops' duty to protect the people that are there, because the cops chased the car there, and they essentially are a direct cause of the threat. But because a random shooter goes into a school that the cops had no business with previously, no tie, they weren't actively chasing the shooter, they are not obligated to protect anybody because it was not police business beforehand.
So where does it come into when the police are called?
They have no obligation. They have no obligation to actually respond to the calls.
Wow.
It's like it goes into it like. So, and this is another segue into something. I was watching a TikTok, or a comedian was saying this. And the cops shooting black people, right? Yeah. Killing black people, all these the cop on black people violence and stuff. And the guy was like, "Do you know how you stop that? Do you know how you stop cops from, purposefully, and it seems like intentionally killing black people? Mm-hmm. Just get all black people and minorities or whatever, take out term life insurance policies. Some big high-end life insurance policies. Because a lot of, I don't want to sound racist, but a lot of white people have really good insurance policies. Like, for those reasons, to protect your life. And if your life doesn't get protected, you can sue. the insurance company or whatever that stuff.
And
like
even
that.
still, if it's not protected, quote unquote, when you die, there's a payout.
Yeah.
Most
Exactly.
of the time, a large sum of
So
a
you
payout. So
get-
that makes a lot. That's actually crazy.
It is. So you actually, so if you are a minority and you do not have really good insurance and you want to ensure that you do not get killed by a police officer, which sounds terrible me saying it,
But
get a
it's-
big life insurance policy, because if a insurance company protects you and they have to do a payout because a cop killed you, do you know how much shit that police department is going to get?
Yeah.
Because that's if you get a quarter of the population and they all start taking out those insurance policies, bro, I guarantee that a lot of that violence would stop. Because the insurance companies would crack down, the big corporations would crack down on the police departments and say, you guys got to stop fucking killing people, because we're paying out. We're paying out, and they don't. Insurance companies don't like to pay out.
Yeah, because obviously the general shunning of things, like the you could say the cancel culture, it's running rampant right now for sure, but it's not enough. When the whole Black Lives Matter movement happened, that was a big deal for that time, but everything passes. Everything goes on. But something like that
would never, no.
that changes
Everything. The
the
dynamic.
1% of everything, because that goes further than, I mean, right now, no matter what happens, anything is worldwide.
Yep.
Because of the internet. If there's a bomb in my canal that blows up 14 manatees, people are hearing about it in Italy.
Yeah.
So,
Or at least somebody will hear about it.
right. And it'll get circulation somehow.
Yeah.
So, no matter what, everything is global and worldwide. But if you were to do that, that brings in, that actually makes, it gives a
Protects you.
reason for the corporations to get
protect
involved.
you. Yeah. It gives a reason for the corporations to actually protect you.
That's kind of wild.
It is. This is, if there's
kinda wild.
if there's anything good that you guys ever take out of this minority who doesn't have the insurance, and you have a family member or a friend who was a victim of police violence or something, look into that, because I guarantee you that is a shield, because there's a reason why that white people, it's not like white people are fucking saints. We're not. There's some crazy fucking white people, and most of them are these school shooters or bombers or whatever.
Mad people.
But those are the ones that are fucking
Causing problems.
causing problems.
Like, bro, I don't know if you've seen that the supermarket shooting, because a guy live streamed it on Twitch.
That's brutal.
I saw a video of it.
When was
I-
this?
This was like a month or two ago. I think it was in New York.
The Buffalo one?
The Buffalo shooting. He
Oh.
live streamed it.
The killer.
Yeah.
Oh,
On
that guy's
a
got
body cam.
That guy's got nads. That guy's got
guy
balls.
has, I don't know if he actually has like legitimate training, or he's just one of those
He
people
knew what he was
that
doing.
Every move he made was tactical. Every single move. Everything. Sorry, this has gotten a little dark, but it is what it
Sometimes
is.
you need to talk about it.
Every single move he made was tactical. He went in like it was like a military operation. Man went in like John Wick. Everything was a headshot, and if he didn't hit a headshot when they went down, he headshot him. It was unbelievable, and I've never had a feeling in my body like I had when I was watching that. It was like disgust, anger, confusion. Like, the man got out of his car and shot a lady in the head as she was walking by. She never knew what hit her. She never knew what happened.
So, but that's what I'm saying.
And then
like,
people will try to crack down on the gun laws for that, but
not
gun laws aren't going to
a
change
normal
somebody
a
like
normal person cannot shoot like that. This dude
that. This
is
guy was deranged.
yeah, like, but deranged, but still knew what the fuck he was doing.
Well, no, 100%. Like, he had a problem, like, obviously, mental issues, but no Joe Schmo is going to go in there like that.
And start popping heads.
And then
It just doesn't
I don't
happen.
care what you say. I don't care what those people in Texas or
I'm such a
rooting
good
to.
shot.
And if I was in that store with my gun, you would have never been able to. He was so precise and tactical.
Aware.
Yeah, nobody in there carrying a concealed carry pistol could have done anything, and that's one thing that some people are fighting back against. A gun law is not going to change that. That's not a problem with the gun. That's a problem with the person.
Who got the gun?
Exactly.
That's the biggest issue.
That's where people are.
And regardless,
That's the gray area of the laws right now.
If somebody wants the gun,
They're going to get it.
They're gonna get it.
They're going to get it.
They're gonna get it. There's a black market.
How do you think people on the streets are getting guns? They're not going and buying them through the
Legally.
fucking gun store. They're not going to the
Legally.
gun show.
So that's a statistic I actually want to know is how many of these shooters are actually getting legal guns.
I think recently, all of them.
Because
There's always the backstory of this guy, because this guy, the Buffalo shooter, he purchased it in January or February, I think, and he purchased 400 rounds with it. That's a red flag right there. What do you need that kind of ammunition for? That should send a red flag somewhere in the system.
I just don't think they
and
have
check
good.
that out.
They don't have good fail safes for these things.
Which is crazy.
Where like it should be tax the ammunition. Ammunition's cheap.
No, not anymore.
Okay, good.
It's very expensive right
good.
now.
But I'm saying not tax the ammunition, but you should get like a minimums and maximums. Like
There is.
oh, okay,
There
good.
always has been.
Good, but
But
like
how the guy bought 400 rounds for an AR, I don't know.
exactly. There needs to be a more centralized.
There just needs to be better regulation. It's not
That's really
about
is.
it's not about the laws. It's about how we enforce
Like-
them. It's
like
how,
it needs to
you
be-
can't let any Joe Schmo go and say, "Hey, I want this gun. I'll just wait the 3 days and get a background check because I have no ticks on me, and then I got it. Now I have an arsenal."
Yeah. Now you literally have a military grade weapon.
With the ease of social media now, like the companies and the corporations should be looking into that too, because apparently he made tweets and Facebook posts or whatever about committing suicide or things along that line. So obviously he's mentally unstable. Red flag number one.
yeah.
He bought.
They don't do a background check?
They do a background check, but
But
they're
obviously not
they're
good
looking
enough.
for like jail time or anything like that.
Oh, they're doing like a standard.
Yeah,
No,
they're
you
like
need-
you're getting hired at CVS background
so
check.
if you're buying a gun, you need to
There needs to be a deep dive.
It's actually it's gonna be kind of weird to say, but you should have to. But then you could just provide a fake account.
It's true.
You don't.
There's a lot of muck. There's a lot of
there's
gray
so
area.
much gray area, and that's why you
That's
know
the problem.
So here's my prediction for life. I think it's going to be. I think you know who I think might do it.
Who?
Tesla, Elon Musk.
You think?
I think he is going to because he's already doing that Neuralink.
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen is very soon and eventually there's going to be I hope not. Very soon I think there will be some sort of worldwide I don't know if it's going to be a war. I don't know what it's going to be.
I mean, we've
But-
gotten close.
But what's going to happen is it's a company will come out and say, "Hey, we have the technology."
Skynet.
Not Skynet in what I'm thinking, but like Neuralink, where you're going to get implanted with a internet tracker, essentially, so that you are always. It's like it would be like your social security. Like you are always Dominic Zappoli, no matter where you are on the face of the planet. You are this citizen of this country. You know, it has your spreadsheet on it, so that. And it'll pretty much, all of your social media accounts will have to go through this. So if it, whatever, however in the future this is, hopefully not in our lifetime, but we're young. And see this, we're already hitting that hour mark.
Yeah.
But just to think about how much stuff changed in our parents' lifetime.
Yes, but bro, just think about like even more
In our
insane.
lifetime.
Think about how much has changed in our lifetime.
Yeah.
I'm 29 years old. I've gone through no internet, very little internet, to smartphones.
Yeah, to being glasses.
In 29 years.
Glasses have internet. Watches have internet.
To virtual reality is crazy right now. So
Yeah.
within 5 years, if it's invested in more, that's gonna be crazy.
I think by the time
2 depressions.
I think by the time we're in our 40s, 50s, that is when shit will actually be like,
start hitting the fan for real.
yeah, with like AI and tech.
Bro, AI is already pretty insane.
But
So,
that's-
yeah, I
That's
agree.
so if it's only scaling at this same speed or it keeps getting higher, it's gonna,
it's just it's in a rapid rate of progression because as we invent these new technologies help us invent more technologies. It's not hard, bro. Anybody can write an app. Dwayne, shout out to Dwayne. He's made like 3 apps just for shits and giggles that he uses for like his AC, his garage door, and his Alexas.
oh, and they just work together.
Yeah,
Good for him.
and he
That's cool.
just does it, and that's one person who he's smart as hell, but he's not a corporation. Imagine what 40 Dwaynes could do. Imagine what a company of 100 of them could do.
Yeah.
It's just
See,
wild.
and that's another thing is that you just don't know what these people are
just don't
working
know.
on.
You
like-
never know.
I think the scariest thing is I think all of this technology exists or has existed, and they're just slowly phasing it in.
And there's so much that we don't know has existed, and there's so much that we don't know exists currently.
Yeah.
Like we only really know what is
What is
out
told
to
us.
the general public, which is, I'm sure, probably
An iceberg.
30-40% of most things are known to general public. I would even say less than that. I don't know a lot. I'm pretty dumb, especially with current world politics and stuff. But anyway, I don't think you ever, circling back, sidelining the timeline that was sidelined, I don't think you ever made the prediction that you were saying for Stranger Things.
I didn't.
So let's do that and finish it out.
Yeah, so my big prediction for Stranger Things
Look at us, we're
is
professionals.
there's going to probably be about another 3, 4, maybe 5 Vecna kills, and then all at once the portals are gonna open and unleash the Upside Down with like the bats and stuff into the world, and it's going to start creating sort of like a war. That's my prediction because like just like you said, like there's the portal that's in the middle of the road somewhere.
Yeah.
That shit's gonna open up.
Yeah.
And it's just gonna start unleashing monsters.
Things are just going to get through.
Yeah.
And like all the world's military seems to already know about things. Like the Russians have a Demogorgon. The US military have it's not dead. The U.S. military knows about 11 and what she can do to
The entire U.S. has to know about the Upside Down.
Right, exactly. They know about that and what she can do and what they can do and how they're in cahoots, and they know that that has a tie to the Russians. So you may not be far off. I wish. Well, there's obviously going to be a battle between 11 and Vecna.
That's always
question-
going to be though.
The question is, where's the Mind Flayer in all this? Because the Mind Flayer was
Do you-
absent.
Do you think he's going to come back in this season?
I think he might. Because he's been there since from the jump. Also, there was damn, we're really pushing time, but there was a post that if you go back and oh damn, I don't remember. Apparently you can
Hear the clock?
hear the clock in all the
You can.
throughout. Can you really?
Did
you test it?
Kelly was.
Did you YouTube it?
Kelly was going through it, and I think it might not be the exact same sound, but you can hear some clockwork mechanizations and stuff.
Like throughout the series or throughout the season?
Season 4?
Yeah. Because I want to say what I saw was through the series.
Yeah.
You can hear clockwork.
Like when Will falls off his bike in season 1.
There's clocks. Wow.
Yeah. They said they've been
Wild.
built. That's why
I'm
they
gonna
said
have to look into
they
it.
said they've been building Vecna this whole time. But they have been. I think they always knew Vecna was number 1. And number 1's been it since the beginning. He was in 1, I'm pretty sure, right? That guy?
That guy? He was in season 1?
Was he in the thing?
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
Because
It's been
I
a-
don't think we really saw enough of it. Like, we only saw the devastation that was 2 and caused by 11.
I don't remember. I don't know if he's a new character or a character that's always been there.
I don't remember.
Like that you saw previously.
Gonna have to look into it.
Yeah.
But without us going down another rabbit hole, that will be the episode for today. I know it's been, honestly, this has actually been the most focused of an episode we've had. I think.
Yeah, we had
we had like two
talking
topics,
points, and we talked about it
and we went in on them
pretty well.
I'd say it was a good one. There's a lot of It got dark. I mean, it started dark. Stranger Things is pretty.
So you know,
dark.
you talk to us guys. I mean, obviously we're gonna watch the next season of Stranger Things. Is there a show that you guys want us to watch or a movie you guys want us to watch?
The
And
Boys.
The Boys.
The Boys.
I need to watch it. The Boys is good.
It's despicable. It's great. I love it, but my goodness gracious, is it raunchy? Have you seen it?
I've seen some of it.
Bro, the new season, the first episode.
I know he's
is
I know he's a d-bag. The main guy.
Yeah.
I know he's he's literally like anti-Superman.
He's pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, he's anti-hero Superman.
He's my dad will hear about this Superman.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's a Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Dad, no! Come
Yeah.
on, Dad.
He
Come
doesn't
on.
if he doesn't get his way, he just laser eyes
I want to go
somebody.
to Ben and Jerry's, Dad.
Yeah. Where's my Monte Cristo sandwich, Dad?
Yeah.
Gosh.
Ask for extra pickles.
Where's my There's only 2 pickles instead of 3.
Eye lasers.
Yeah, exactly. So
Melt your brain.
without falling into another rabbit hole, let us know down in the comments what your predictions were for Stranger Things, what you think is going to happen in the next season.
Well,
What is-
it's the
who
same
do you-
season.
the next part of
continuation.
season 4. Who
9
do
episodes.
You think, goodness gracious.
9
all in
episodes.
hours? All hours.
No, the last episode's like 2 hours.
I thought that was the case for this season.
No.
And then I was
It's the same
I was, shut the You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Let us know who you think the MVP of season 4 was. Because if you say the series and you don't say Dustin, then you're just wrong. Yeah, we will see you on the next episode. Thanks for tuning in, listening to us talk about some things and some stuff. And we will see you in the next one. See ya!